Accra might not work for you, but then there's Kumasi, there's Cape Coast, there's Quo. I'm biased to Quo as well. So there's other places. So my advice would be go to Ghana and visit. That's my number one. I have people from school that I went to that are from the Caribbean descent, messaging me, telling me they want to buy land and houses and what they need to do.
Right.
And I had a friend that I went to primary school and university with who messaged me in the week saying that he's going to Ghana next year. And I was like, what are you going to do? And it was like, relocate. I was like, okay, go on holiday first.
Right.
Please just go get a feel for it. You know, enjoy. Just enjoy.
Yeah, right. Enjoy.
And then that's like what areas you like. You know, you might, like for me, I like Cantonment, but I can never live in Cantonment. It's not Ghanaian for me. It's too bougie. It's too bougie.
It's for
expat. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like to know that, okay, when I walk out, I can go to the Kenka house down the road.
Right.
I might want a burger another day too, but I want to know that I can go to the chop bars and just feel that. I want to hear and feel the real Ghana. I don't want the expat life.
Yeah.
Like maybe...
I totally agree with you that people need to get a feel for what you need when you're in Ghana, because you can get whatever lifestyle you want.
Yes.
You can have a posh lifestyle in a Ghanaian neighborhood that's mostly Ghanaians and everybody's living a pretty posh lifestyle.
Definitely.
Or you can live in like cantonments or the airport area and live a very posh lifestyle with very, that it's kind of bougie, but some people, that's what they like and that's what they need.
Exactly.
So if you want to live that kind of lifestyle, you can have that also. Or you can go further out and live a more relaxed and less noise and that's for that's me. I've done my time in the city all my life. I'm ready for some. If I was 33, I would be like, oh no, I need to be in the city. I need to be where it's popping. I would feel like that. But at 40, I'm like, child,
I need the quiet.
Go over there when I want to.
Yes.
But I like being able to walk out of my gate and go around the corner, just walk and go and grab me some bread or walk and grab me some Bofrod in the morning.
Yes.
And I like doing that.
Yeah.
But I know plenty of people who would prefer having shopping malls and all of these things around. And clubs and all of that kind of stuff. And it's good for business. Like if you have a property for business, it's really good. But for me, living like that,
no. That's exactly what I was going to say as well. Because also, when you're buying a property in Ghana, is it for investment? Are you planning on living there? Are you going to have a family there? Like for me, my house is an investment. But eventually, that's my retirement home.
Okay.
So I bought it now.
Right.
It's investment for me. I have someone living there or gonna have someone living there.
Right.
But as I said, I then want to build on my portfolio. So maybe the next one might be the city, but it might be an apartment.
Right.
But I don't see for now, maybe I could live there. But in terms of 10 years, no.
Yeah. So,
over two vacation.
And the thing is, with the property that you have now, and I mean, you're putting a tenant in there, so you're pretty much it's gonna pay for itself.
Yes,
which is a great move. I am so proud of forward thinking. Like, at your age, to start out with your first property in Ghana, you already have a tenant, which means they're going to pay the mortgage off for you.
Yeah,
and even if they're only there for a year, that's a year's worth of time. The money that you would have been putting into mortgage, you could be putting into something else.
Exactly. And then during that time, the area's going to get more developed.
Exactly. Or you can even continue paying same $700, taking the money that they're giving you, putting into it, and pay it off earlier.
Exactly.
It's just a win-win situation for you.
Definitely.
I hope you get really good tenants.
Oh, me too.
I hope they're really good tenants, because I think that's one of the things that most people worry about, but that kind of comes with the territory. But you just do a good job of vetting your tenants and try to make sure that they're, they understand. They don't come in here being...
Definitely. I mean, I've been lucky that my tenant actually, I got them through the developer as well.
Oh, see?
So some developers help you with that. Mine technically unofficially helped me, so I didn't have to, but they still secured one for me. So yeah, I was dealing with agents as well prior, but it was just same what you're saying, like vetting the tenant as well, because some people are interested, but it's just talk.
Right, just talk. So how do you what would you suggest someone who is thinking about moving to Ghana? They want to buy land, they want to build or buy. What would you say that they should do?
Okay, so first things first, go to Ghana, get a feel for it, ask questions, go to different areas, speak to the locals. They know everything. You'll get a feel of what the area's like. If you do decide to buy land as well, they'll be able to tell you if there's any land litigations going on in that area. They'll be able to tell you who the owner is before you even commit to anything, right? If you're going to buy, I suggest going to On Point Property Management, because they're a property sourcing company. So they were the ones that I used. So they will help you find a developer that best suits your needs. You don't even have to commit to them, just talk to them, right? Even if you go on the Instagram page, On Point Property Management and Ghana Expo, Property Expo, and you can see pictures, you can see the developers they work with. And also do site walks. My last 2 trips to Ghana, even though I have my house, I went on a few property viewings. Good. So in November last year, I went to Ghana and I went to see land with my cousin. I went to view a few properties. So I took a day out and 2 days, sorry. So one, I went with my cousin who's a contractor. So going with someone too who also has knowledge about building and property. I work in construction in the UK, so I have a little bit of knowledge, more than the average person, but I'm not experienced compared to a contractor.
Right.
So view the place, ask questions, see their other projects as well. And the reason I say that is because if they built something a year, 2 years, 5 years ago, you can see the wear and tear. You can see the quality.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like, if you go now and they're building, it's all shiny, it's all new. Of course, it's going to look good.
Exactly.
But you don't know how it lasts.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather, one thing, the woods. So you need to check these things out. Yeah. If you're buying land, another tip is go and see the land during rainy season.
Yes.
Definitely see, because you don't know. Some areas flood. When you go when it's dry season, it looks fine. You think it's perfect. You build your house, you've done the foundation, and then issues start happening.
Absolutely.
Another thing that I actually got from my mum, it's not my tip, but if you're building, also make sure the foundation is solid. Absolutely. You spend more money on the foundation and the roof.
Absolutely.
And also, if you decide that you're going to do apartments or story building, the foundation is critical.
Yeah. I to piggyback off what you just said, when we started building our property, initially we thought, the foundation would be maybe 10,000 CDs, 15,000 CDs. But as we started building, our contractor, he was very honest. He said, okay, well, here we are. We're in this part of the land, like the most of the land doesn't flood during rainy season, but the back part of the land floods. So when he started digging, we hit water very quick within 4 feet.
Wow.
So it was like, oh snap. So our compound wall on that side and coming up halfway up, we had to dig deeper and make the foundation much stronger. And on the back side of the house, we had to make the foundation much stronger, use more granite stone. Like we had to put more money into it. So we ended up spending like $30,000 more than we anticipated.
See?
Spending just on the foundation.
That's good as well, because now it's solid. You're not gonna have any issues.
Exactly. But
you're lucky.
We had a good contractor who told, instead of cutting corners and stuff, he told us, look, if we don't put the necessary infrastructure in this up front, we're gonna have a big problem later on. It's going to cause cracks. It's going to cause a lot of issues for you guys later. So either sell it or put the money inside this foundation.
Yeah.
So I totally agree. When it comes to the roof and the foundation, you can't
scrimp.
Cannot. No. The roof, the foundation, the plumbing.
Yes. Oh yes.
The wiring.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot cut corners on that part of your building.
Definitely.
Because what people don't understand, like coming from America, here they build with sheetrock. So they can just punch this wall out and cut another little piece out, put it in there, spackle it down, and it looked just fine. But in Ghana,
it's solid. You
gotta chisel the wall out.
Yeah.
You have to do it. The best thing to do is just spend the money up front.
Definitely.
So you don't have to spend it later. Because if you don't, you're gonna spend the money later.
Pay for it. And it's the same thing. You need to talk on the point about the contractors as well. You need to get a legit contractor. Absolutely. In Ghana, I'm supposed to say, in Ghana, a lot of people say they are this, they are that, and they are that, but they're not.
They're not. They're not.
They're not.
And
so do your checks.
You do. We have to do our due diligence. With a developer, they already have relationships and they have a reputation to uphold. Okay. So it makes it less likely that they're going to cut corners.
Yeah.
And because they're gonna want to keep working.
Exactly. Their reputation is on the line.
Their reputation is on the line. So
and my word of mouth travels fast.
It does. And Ghana is small.
Yes.
So we have, I think we as pioneers are we have an obligation to make sure that we either get out good information, like you have this this company that helped you to get your place. You have your place, you have your keys, now you're putting tenants in it. You've gone through a whole process. So you're able to say, hey, you can get a mortgage in Ghana.
Yes,
you can get a nice place in Ghana. You can use a developer in Ghana. It's just a matter of how you go about it.
Yes.
With that,
I want to touch actually is I always see a lot, especially on YouTube, of people complaining about houses being priced in dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can get developers that will price it in cedis, but the reason they price in dollars is because of the currency is weak. Right. The currency of cedis. So it's in your best interest that it's in dollars, because if they quote you in cedis, the time you get the money or transferred it, the price is changed.
Right.
So it's not a case of, oh, why is everything in dollars? There are cedis mortgages available. There's pound sterling mortgages available, and there's euro mortgages available, and there's dollars.
Right.
So no one should be put off by that or think that, oh, they think because you're abroad that you're rich or whatever. Even if you get a cedis mortgage, it's going to be the dollar equivalent.
Right.
So price doesn't change. It's still going to be the same across the board.
So before I let you go, I would like for you to talk to me about what it means or how it feels when you hear people say living like the locals. They want to live like the locals. It's something that kind of bothers me, but I mean, I'm not from Ghana. My husband is, but I've been living bicontinentally since 2014. And I wonder, like, what does it mean to live like the locals? Can you give me your insight on that?
Okay, it bothers me as well, to be honest. In Ghana, like anywhere in the world, people live different lifestyles, right? Where I live in London, across the bridge, you got all the rich people, their big houses and Ferrari cars and whatever.
Right.
I have a well-known royal who goes to school on my estate. So in London, an estate is not prestige as an estate in Ghana or in America, right? Okay. So it makes me laugh when I hear things like that, because I'm just like, what is your concept of Africa?
Right.
You can live the prestige life if you choose to, if you can afford to, if you want to. You can live a very comfortable and humble life if you want to as well. So when I hear comments like, I want to live like the locals in terms of, I want to go and fetch my own water, or I'm just like, but if you don't have to, why do you feel the need to? If you want to experience that, no issue. I feel like everyone should experience every element of any country they visit, full stop.
Right.
Kind of then I feel like it makes it an us and them thing. And that's the part I don't like.
Yes.
And I've lived with one of my aunties in Accra. She's since moved. There was no running water, but I was comfortable.
Right.
I wasn't water. Probably wouldn't be able to, because I'll probably spill it everywhere.
Right.
But get a feel for it. Go and live or experience the village life as well. But I think it's more the wording and the tone and the connotations that come with living like the locals or native, because the native Ghanaians all live different lifestyles.
Right.
So when you say that, what do you mean?
What do you
mean? I know people say comments like no running water, and they don't want, to be in the expat community, which I get, not being in the expat community, because it feels like you're not in that area. But then to be, I want to have a bucket bath. It's like, okay, you can come stay with me here. If you want a bucket bath. What does that mean? You can go to any Ghanaian household globally and have a bucket bath if that's what you feel.
I mean, you can do that. You can have a bucket bath right here in America if you want to. I mean,
exactly.
If that's just something you have to do.
Exactly. So I do find it interesting. I feel like sometimes I do feel like it's their way of saying they want to experience the real Ghana and not the touristy or the YouTube hype side of it, which I understand. So I guess maybe it's more the wording of it. But if you want to live that life,
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I just want people to understand that living in Ghana, you have so many options.
Yes.
You have so many options. And I think that so many times people make it seem as though so much is not attainable.
Yes.
If you're going to be moving to Ghana, or that you have to be filthy rich to live a really good life in Ghana. Yeah. When in all actuality, you can live a really good life in Ghana. If you plan well, you can really live a really comfortable and pretty posh life in Ghana without much, if you just plan ahead. So like someone like you are 33 years old, you've bought your own property, you'll probably pay it off in less than the 15 years. So by the time you're my age, you'll be almost finished, if not finished, with paying for the property. You'll be able to even if you haven't done anything else, which I'm sure that won't be the case, even if you haven't done anything else, you'll have a place to go and just relax. And all you have to do is worry about feeding yourself.
Exactly.
And I think the diaspora, we need to get more in tune with understanding that we don't have to live hand to mouth all the time.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to do that. It's so many, you know how many white people around the world, they don't even think about, they don't, the impossibility is not even something that crosses their mind. Everything is possible for them.
Yeah.
And everything is possible for us.
Yes.
So to see a young person like you who has taken the initiative to say, I mean, what can I lose by trying?
Exactly. What can you lose?
I think it's so important. And I really thank you for sharing your story. You know, I just really appreciate you taking the time to share your experience with me. Thank you. I know you don't do these things, but I think it's important that people get to see that it's possible.
Definitely.
It's possible.
Definitely.
So is there any last things you would like to share with our audience before you go?
Oh, visit Ghana, invest in Africa. Just take the leap. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
I mean, as you said, it's all about planning and you have nothing to lose. Just go for a reputable company and everything's possible.
Yes. Thank you so much for this.
Thank
I really appreciate it.